New tonight, the public defender for Aldrick Scott wants a judge to unseal documents related to the man's arrest.
Scott is accused of kidnapping Carrie Allen last month. Her body was found in Kansas last week.
Brian Master reporting that Scott's attorneys want to examine the paperwork the state used that led them to the arrest of their client.
Carrie Allen disappeared the weekend before Thanksgiving. Investigators said the first sign of alarm when she stopped texting her teenage son. Her body was found 150 miles south of the metro in Topeka, Kansas, a week ago. Topeka is where her ex-boyfriend lives, 47-year-old Aldrick Scott. In court, investigators said Carrie Allen had broken off the relationship with Scott in early November. Deputies said they found bullet holes in her northwest Omaha home. They had been patched, but not painted. They towed her car that was parked in the garage. Around the time Carrie Allen went missing, detectives said Aldrick Scott told them he was at home in Kansas. But cell phone data, according to investigators, put him in Omaha, near the bar where Carrie Allen had been that night. For this, the Douglas County attorney has brought kidnapping charges against Aldrick Scott. That charge was before her body was found. The Douglas County public defender representing Aldrick Scott filed a motion this week asking the judge to unseal warrants and affidavits in the case. She says the state has not put forth good cause to seal the affidavit and that the Constitution mandates the defendant be given the information to know what is the basis for the charges. We asked Nebraska legal experts whether the defense has a case. We're told judges will sometimes keep these types of documents sealed if they need to protect a minor or a witness, or if it's still part of an ongoing investigation. We don't know if any of that is germane other than the ongoing investigation part. That's because last week, Douglas County Attorney Don Klein told 6 News investigators are still going over the autopsy to determine the cause of death of Carrie Allen and whether there's evidence to increase the charges. Detectives are also trying to figure out the timeline. How did she get to Topeka, Kansas? And if Aldrick Scott had help getting out of the country. Remember, he was captured in Central America working at a barbecue restaurant. He had shaved his head and trimmed his beard. A county judge will hear the motion to unseal next Wednesday. On your side in Omaha, Brian Mastry, 6 News.
Next week's hearing notwithstanding, Aldrick Scott's preliminary hearing is set for the end of January. That's when the state is required to have a witness share some of the evidence with the judge in open court to determine if there's enough probable cause to move the case to district court.